A very good evening and a warm welcome to Thursday night's edition of Primetime News. I'm Selima Shimwe-Feleni. In our lead story tonight, the existing COVID-19 containment regulations have been extended for an additional 16 days effective midnight tonight until 31 July 2021. President Dr. Hage Geingob announced this today whilst briefing the nation on the COVID-19 situation in the country at State House.
We have exceeded 100,000 cumulative cases and over 2,000 deaths have been recorded due to COVID-19 and related illnesses. Encouragingly, 75% have recovered, while 24,607 are still infected. The Cabinet has assessed the impact of the current measures and has resolved, based on key indicators, to maintain and extend the current public health regulations. From midnight tonight, Thursday, 15 July 2021, a period of 16 days until 31st of July.
Health and Social Services Minister Dr. Kalumbi Shangula today said that the vaccination campaign, which was temporarily stopped due to insufficient vaccines in some parts of the country, will resume on Monday next week. Shangula said that the country is set to receive vaccines on Saturday.
We have temporarily suspended the vaccination at the sites where vaccines were used up. We expect the delivery of the vaccines according to the following schedule. A total of 250,000 doses of Sinopharm will arrive at Hosea Kotako International Airport on Saturday, the 17th of July 2021. The distribution of the vaccines will be done over Saturday and Sunday. Vaccination will resume on Monday, on the 19th of July 2021, countrywide. These vaccines were bought from China by the government of Namibia. Further, we expect delivery of 40,800 doses of AstraZeneca from the COVAX facility as from next week. The exact date of arrival of the vaccine has not been communicated yet. These are part of the consignment of the vaccine, which the government has paid for. Further, the government has procured 333,333 doses of Johnson & Johnson's from the Africa Union platform. These doses will be delivered in a staggered fashion from August to December this year.
Government-funded vehicles earmarked for the private and official use of opposition leader McHenry Vunani are collecting dust at Parliament almost a year after their approval.
This is due to the bureaucratic jams in full operational session of the Office of the Official Opposition at the National Assembly. NAMPA also understands that there has been a tussle between Vunani, National Assembly and the Public Office Bearers Commission over the appointment of Vunani's bodyguard and driver. The agency has it on good authority that Vunani was offered 2 police officers, a driver and a bodyguard, but declined, insisting he must be allowed to pick a driver and bodyguard at his behest. Getting police officers to drive and guard me will never happen, the Popular Democratic Movement leader said when approached for comment about 2 months ago. On Wednesday, National Assembly Secretary Lydia Kandetu echoed these sentiments, saying, "There was no misunderstanding. Vunani wants his own people and we had to create the Office of the Official Opposition, hence the delay." The National Assembly has made a submission and expects a response from the Public Office Bearers Commission this week regarding Vunani's situation, Kandetu said, adding that his self-appointed bodyguard and driver would have to get training before the handover takes place.
Ovitoto Chief Vipuira Kapoor says the burial of the late Ovaherero Paramount Chief, slated for Sunday, should not become a super spreader of COVID-19 and a breeding ground for more deaths.
Kapoor said this to Nampa at his Windhoek residence on Wednesday, where this agency sought clarity on the burial of the Paramount Chief and associate logistic as COVID-19 cases continue to rise at an unprecedented pace. Kapoor, who's an acting Ovaherero Paramount Chief, appealed for calm ahead of Rukoro's burial, which many Namibians are seemingly planning on attending. According to messages circulating on social media, a convoy of 2,000 cars is being organized to accompany the remains of the chief. At present, public gatherings are limited to 10 people. Before Rukoro's demise on 18 July to COVID-19, he implored his subjects to adhere to the safety protocols and avoid gatherings such as funerals and weddings. Kapoor did not veer from the late chief's clarion call. Preliminary information indicates that memorial services are earmarked for Windhoek on Friday and Okahanja the following day. Rukoro's remains will also on Saturday be taken to his native village at Omtukururu in the Ochozonjupa region's Koblenz area before returning to Okahanja. On Sunday, Rukoro's remains will be buried at the Hero Shrine. Eska Kamanya, Nampa News.
Stand by for your top roundup.
Welcome wherever you are on Planet Football.
You can go anywhere in the world, but nobody feels football like we do.
And they dare to sing.
It's a rhythm.
A 1-2.
1-2. Football.
La football.
Soccer.
1-2.
That moves us.
Salah to settle in. There's no feeling like that feeling.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
Nothing compares to DSTV's unbeatable football offering. So stay connected to watch the best football on the planet.
And now, a look into the world of business and economics. The Kunene Governor Maria Shea said the Central North Regional Electricity Distributor, Senored, spent 2.6 million Namibian dollars on network operation projects in the region during the 2020-2021 financial year.
Shea, during his State of the Region address in Opuwo on Wednesday, said Senored further spent 1.4 million Namibian dollars on the upgrading of mini substations, transformers and ring feeders at Koricas during the period under review. Senored also spent 306,000 Namibian dollars on replacing overhead lines with underground cables and old rusted metal kiosk with new fiberglass kiosk at Koricas, the governor said. At Kamanyap, the electricity distributor spent 570,000 Namibian dollars on replacing overhead lines and metal kiosk and another 240,000 Namibian dollars on mini substations, transformers and ring feeders. Shea further stressed that the challenges posed by climate change delay economic transformation and act as barriers to poverty reduction, saying one way to weaken the impact of climate change is to diversify the region's energy sources. Meanwhile, Shea went on to say that the Northern Regional Electricity Distributor, one of the electricity utilities that operate in the Kunene region, has completed projects valued at 4.7 million Namibian dollars.
Staying in the Kunene region, where Governor Marius Shea said 8,536 beneficiaries were registered for the Old Age Monthly Grant and a monthly amount of approximately 11 million Namibian dollars was paid out during the 2020-2021 financial year.
Speaking during the State of the Region address on Wednesday, Shea said 4.5 million Namibian dollars monthly for disability grants to 3,240 beneficiaries were paid. The governor noted that the disability grant funding for students with disabilities through NSFAF, 8 students with disabilities were each assisted with tuition and tuition fees for the 2020-2021 financial year. Adding that through the individual support program, 16 individuals with severe disabilities were assessed and items are being distributed to them. 17 pairs of crutches valued at 40,000 Namibian dollars and 26 wheelchairs valued at 60,000 Namibian dollars were sponsored by UNICEF, Shea said. He further announced that the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security regional offices is completed, situated in Opuwo and cost 25 million Namibian dollars to construct.
It's time for the business and economics roundup, followed by a trip to the marketplace.
We were born for this moment. For every rise, every fall, to make the impossible possible. To create moments that inspire and live the thrill of excellence.
On the grandest stage of all.
Forget the past, for the future awaits. This is that moment we've all been waiting for pride, for country, for you.
Brilliant performance that was.
The Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. It's go time on GoTV. Love it.
Good evening and welcome to Sport Planet. I'm Shalva Wells. Kicking off with athletics. Namibia's 18-year-old sprinter Yalvis Gasep will make his maiden international appearance when he competes at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships in Nairobi, Kenya next month.
The biennial World Championship for the sport of athletics is contested by athletes in the under-20 athletics age category. Gasep will qualify to represent Namibia at the 2020 African Union Sport Council Region 5 Games that will be held this year in Maseru, Lesotho. Will join the likes of sensational sprinters Beatrice Masilingi and Christine Boma, who will also qualify to represent the country at the World Athletics Under-20 event, scheduled for 17 to 18 August 2021. In an interview with Nampa on Wednesday, Gasep, who represents Namib Lions Athletics Club, said it will be a great opportunity for him to participate in the Games. This will be the first time I'll be competing at an international competition. I will do my best because my coach is doing a great job in preparing me, said Gasep, who also added that his goal is to compete at more international competitions, as well as run good times in 3 years' time.
The visiting Zimbabwe Sables suffered a 41-0 defeat to Uganda's Lady Cranes in Group C of the Rugby Africa Women's Cup on Wednesday.
Uganda took a 10-0 halftime lead with Samia Aikuru and Emily Lekuru scoring tries. Although Zimbabwe started the second half strongly, with Nyashadzashe Gonangombe pushing all out, the home team maintained a good defensive approach. In the 56th minute, after quick recycling of the ball by scrum half Julie Nandawula, Uganda scored their third try through Lekuru again. Vice-captain Charlotte Mudola then scored the conversion to take the score to 17-0. Uganda intensified the attack and scored more tries through Lekuru, Grace Auma, Peace Lakor, and Asha Nakitio. Mudola and Masitula Namboze made good use of their kicks to score the conversions to take the final score to 41-0.
Your sports roundup is next.
Getting GoTV was the best decision James has ever made. See, James has always watched football wherever he can. Sometimes it got awkward. It was never really comfortable. And finding a good place to watch became more and more difficult, not to mention costly. Traveling for his games took its toll on James until he discovered something big. Now that James has GoTV, he can finally enjoy the perks of home ground advantage. Good for you, James. Get home ground advantage with GoTV. With superstar players competing in the world's biggest leagues and cup competitions, you'll be spoiled for football choice. So get and stay connected to GoTV for the best football season yet. GoTV. Love it.
That's all the news we had for you this evening. Many thanks for tuning in. Give us a thumbs up and share. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the notifications bell to stay posted on the latest happenings locally and globally. Do make a date with us tomorrow once again. From myself and the entire crew behind the scenes, wishing you a good night.